Welcome, dear dreamer, to Dreamy Night Tales. You've come to a quiet place now. A soft space, just for you, like a warm cloud, floating between day and night. Let the hush settle in your body. Let your breath slow, like a gentle tide, Everything is still here. You're safe. You're home. Tonight, we'll wander gently into a peaceful world, a place where the stars breathe softly, and time doesn't matter. Where the air glows with kindness, and the earth hums with rest. So now, just close your eyes. Let your limbs grow heavy. Let your shoulders drop. Your jaw soften. Your eyes go quiet. There is nothing you need to do. Nowhere to go. Nothing to figure out. Only this moment. Only your breath. Only the soft story unfolding. Like moonlight through trees, you begin to drift, carried on an invisible wind, slow and light. Like a leaf letting go, far below, the world grows softer. Its edges blur. Its colors fade into silver and blue, and above you, a great sleepy sky opens wide. You float gently into it, cradled by air, lifted by stars. Ahead, something begins to shimmer, not too bright, just a soft pulse, like the glow. Behind your eyelids, it's a forest, a dream forest, quiet, kind, endlessly still. The trees are tall, their leaves slow and silver, moving only when the breeze remembers to pass through. The ground is soft under your bare feet. Not cold, not warm, just the perfect quiet temperature of sleep. Moss thick like velvet, petals scattered like small stars. You step slowly, and each step feels like falling deeper, into ease, into peace. Somewhere in the distance, water is speaking, not in words, but in hushes. Little syllables made of ripples, calling softly, then falling quiet again. The air smells like old flowers, like lavender and rain, like something that lived in a dream once, and stayed. Every tree you pass glows faintly, as if each one remembers something sacred and still. Their trunks are smooth, warm to the touch, as if they've been soaking in starlight for lifetimes. Above you, the sky is not quite night, but not quite anything else either. It shimmers like soft silk, colored with the slow breath of twilight. You move without needing to know where you're going. Your steps make no sound. Your breath is the only rhythm now. Easy and slow, in and out, just like that. Somewhere nearby, a low mist curls across the roots. It doesn't hide the way, it simply softens it. Like a dream that doesn't need to be remembered, only felt as you wander deeper. The forest begins to lift. The ground rises so gently, you barely notice, until you find yourself standing at the edge of something vast and floating. A quiet garden, resting on a stone that drifts above the forest floor. No edges, no fences, just the air holding it like a lullaby. You step onto the stone. It holds you like an old friend. The moss here is even softer, like sleep itself, under your feet. There are pools of light here, shallow and wide, filled with stars, not water. When you look down, you see the sky below you, in each pool, sparkling like memory. Moving slow as a breath, you keep walking. No rush, no thought, only that floating feeling, carrying you forward, and deeper. A petal falls past your face. You don't know where it came from, but you don't need to know. It smells like peace, like stillness, like something you've always known but never had to name. The trees here are quieter, as if they've fallen into the same deep rest you are sinking into. Even the stars blink slower. Their glow soft and sleepy. The world around you becomes even simpler. Just light, and air, and breath. You find a place to sit. A gentle hollow in the moss. The stone beneath it is warm. Not hot, just enough to hold you in comfort. Your body sinks. Every part of you feels supported. As if the whole garden was built just for this moment. Just for this rest. Just for you. The breath flows in and out like wind through curtains. Barely there, but always moving. Your fingers relax. Your shoulders soften. Your chest rises and falls with no effort. All around you, the forest breathes too. Not loudly, not with sound, but with presence. It accepts your quiet. It holds your stillness. It welcomes your rest. Above, the sky darkens into a deeper shade of blue. Not heavy, just deeper, like velvet soaked in moonlight. The stars lean closer, but they do not speak. They only shimmer, as if nodding off to time. Has disappeared now. Only this moment remains. Only the quiet glow, and your quiet breath. Everything moves like sleep. Slow, circular, endless. You close your eyes again, and the world keeps floating. Even with your eyes closed, you see it. Not with vision, but with softness, with stillness, with peace. You do not need to think. You do not need to remember. The garden holds you. The air carries you. The silence understands you. You are part of this place now. This gentle, glowing dream. And it will go on. Long after your thoughts have gone quiet. Long after your breath has slowed into sleep. Nothing more is needed. Not even words. Just quiet, and breath, and light, and the endless whisper of dreamy night tales. And now, you are resting in a hush so deep, even your thoughts are sleepy. There is nothing left to wonder. Only the quiet, only the breath, only the soft pull of dreaming. Stillness wraps around you like silk. The moss beneath you cradles every part of your body. And above, the sky continues to turn. But so slowly, it feels like it's standing still. You lie there for a while. In a place beyond time, where nothing rushes, where nothing stirs. Every sound is softened. A breeze, barely there, moves through the garden like a sigh. It smells of something gentle, like old flowers and distant rain. A scent that calms, not because you know it, but because your body remembers it. You let your limbs rest heavier, sinking down, melting into the moss. Your breath moves on its own now, quiet, easy, like waves touching the shore, then leaving again. There is no need to follow anything. The world flows around you like a river of light. You are the still stone in the middle, untouched, unbothered, unmoved, from somewhere far off. A sound begins to drift toward you, soft, round, slow. Not music, not a voice, just a gentle tone, as if the air were humming to itself. You do not move. You do not need to. The sound comes closer, but never loud. It settles beside you like a sleeping friend. It doesn't ask. It doesn't explain. It simply stays. The sky above shifts gently again. And now a soft glow rises beyond the garden. Not the sun, not the moon. Something else. Something dreamlike. A golden mist that moves like breath. It swirls in slow ribbons through the trees, draping their branches in sleepy shimmer. The leaves barely rustle, but when they do, they sound like whispers in another language. One you don't need to understand, because you feel it instead. The forest tilts now, not literally, but as if gravity is softening, as if even the pull of the earth is becoming gentle. You feel it in your chest. A loosening, a floating. The garden begins to rise again, held by nothing you can see. Yet it lifts, slow as moonlight. You are not afraid? You are not even curious. Only still. Only open. Only calm. As the garden drifts, it carries you above the mist, above the silver trees, into a higher layer of this dreaming world. All around you now, the sky has deepened, a midnight blue brushed with lavender, and scattered stars so wide apart, they look like wishes. You pass gently between them. You do not steer, you do not guide. The air holds you, and the garden knows the way. Below, you see other floating places, quiet islands of peace, some covered in flowers, some glowing softly with ancient light. Each one its own resting place, its own dream. You drift above them, the way a cloud drifts across water. There's no destination, only motion, only the hush of moving slowly. A warm light begins to bloom from somewhere nearby. It isn't bright. It doesn't sting the eyes. It's the color of honey, soft and golden and kind. It pours across the garden stone, touches your skin like warmth through a window, inviting, but never insisting. You breathe it in. The warmth fills your lungs like a dream. Not heavy, not sweet, just easy. You close your eyes again. The light remains, even behind your eyelids. And now, you feel it everywhere, not just on your skin, but inside you. A soft, slow brightness that hums in rhythm with your breath. Your thoughts grow fewer, softer, like feathers drifting down a still well. And soon, they fade altogether. What remains is your breath, and the light, and the soft, drifting garden, carrying you farther into rest. A quiet sound joins you again, like a lullaby being played somewhere far below the clouds. You don't hear it with your ears. You feel it in your bones. It sings without melody. It rocks without rhythm. It simply stays, like the tide, or the dark, or sleep itself. And still, the garden moves. Now, through a soft archway of starlight. Shapes you don't need to name. Colors that aren't colors at all, just feelings. Blue that feels like sighing. Silver that feels like forgetting. Rose that feels like warmth in your chest. The air is different here. Thinner, lighter, as if you're floating inside a thought. Or maybe, inside a dream that's dreaming you. Everything is slow. Everything is soft. Even your heartbeat feels quieter, more distant, but steady. This place does not ask for anything. You don't need to keep up. You don't need to stay awake. Even now, your body may be drifting, on the edge of sleep, or beyond it. That's okay. That's welcome. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to drift. You are allowed to fall, as slowly as a feather in still air. The starlit archway fades behind you, And now, you pass through fields of silence, not empty, not cold, just quiet, sacred, still. Your breath is the only sound here. And even that sound is gentle. A breeze in the chest, a wave in the dark, a rhythm that belongs to sleep. You are being held, by air, by silence, by space. There is no end, no edge, no need to return. This drifting, this soft dissolving, goes on. The garden begins to slow now, not stop, just slow, like a lull in the wind, like a yawn before sleep. And as it slows, you sink deeper. You feel the weight of dreaming settle over you. Light, but whole, soft, but deep. Nothing matters here. Not the day, not the thoughts, not even the story. Only the feeling, only the breath, only the hush, and that gentle voice in the back of your mind, whispering still, dreamy night tales, like a lullaby that never ends. And so, you continue to float, not moving forward, not drifting back, only suspended in the warm stillness between waking and sleep. Your body, barely a whisper of weight now. Your thoughts, distant echoes, fading before they can form. The garden drifts slower now. Its gentle stone path glows with a pale, resting light, like the hush after a lullaby, like the space between stars. Above you, the sky is velvet and endless. It folds around you, deep and kind, soft as silence. You feel the edges of your body soften, as if the outlines are blurring, melting into the air, like snow into a quiet stream. There is nothing to do, nothing to be. You're not trying to sleep. You are already sleeping. The space around you changes again, but slowly, like a thought sliding into a dream. Now, there are lanterns in the sky, floating gently, like seeds in slow wind. Each one glows softly, not from fire, but from something quieter, something like memory, or moonlight pressed into glass. They drift all around the garden, some low, near your skin, some high above, lost in the dark velvet sky. Each one hums with peace, a low, comforting feeling, like the warmth of being remembered. You watch them without watching. You breathe them in like light. You are not separate from them. You are part of their quiet orbit, their slow, dreamlike dance. The breeze here, if it is a breeze at all, touches your skin like a lullaby spoken with no words. Your fingers twitch gently, then rest again. Even your smallest muscles have begun to sleep. Even your name is fading now, like ink drifting across water. Not lost, just no longer needed. You feel yourself tilt inward, deeper into softness, deeper into stillness. And the garden responds. The stone beneath you rises just slightly, not to lift you up, but to cradle you closer. It curves like a shell, a soft bowl of glowing earth, designed only for rest. You breathe again. It may be the softest breath you've ever taken, almost invisible, almost imagined, and yet it fills you, and it empties, and it keeps going. Somewhere far away, a bell chimes. One note, low, lingering. Then quiet again. You feel the sound in your chest, but not as music, only as feeling, like warmth blooming under your ribs. You are not thinking. You are not listening. You are only here. The lanterns continue to float. One passes just above your head, Its glow brushes your brow, and the sensation is like memory made of light. You might remember it, but only in dreams. It leaves no trace. Only calm. The moss beneath you breathes too. Not literally, but in rhythm. It pulses gently under your spine, as if whispering, yes, you may rest. Yes, you are held, and you are in every direction. Only softness, only air, only air, only sleep. You are not falling, you are not flying, you are simply floating. Like light through water, you don't know how long you've been here. There is no time in this place. There are only moments. And every moment is the same. And every moment is new. Around the garden now, the stars have begun to gather. They are close, not in the sky, but low, like gentle fireflies, gathering around the edges. Each one twinkles slowly. A soft blink, a slow fade, a tiny hush of light. They do not touch you, but their glow reaches you, and it warms the air. The breath in your chest moves slower now, longer, wider, like sleep has taken over the tide of it. Even your mind has gone quiet. No questions remain, only calm, only breath, only glow. You shift slightly, not to wake, only to nestle, to melt even further into the soft moss bed. And the stone responds again. A slight tilt, a quiet echo of your movement. It welcomes you back. You are not dreaming anymore. You are the dream. And the dream is kind. And the dream is quiet. And the dream will hold you, as long as you wish to float. No voices call you. No tasks await you. Only the hush of stars. Only the cradle of light. Only the presence of being, held by nothing and everything. You are not alone, but you are free. There is no pressure here, only permission. Permission to rest, to drift, to let go, and you are. Now even the air around your face has grown warmer. Not hot, just warm enough to forget the word cold. Like air that has never known a breeze. There is a scent again, but this one is softer than all before it. Like clouds, or dreams, or the faint memory of a flower you knew long ago. It soothes you further, deepens your stillness. You begin to fade, not away, but inward. You are the lantern now. You are the moss. You are the stone and the hush, and the breath, and the dark. Everything that is soft, everything that is silent, has gathered into you. There is no fear. There is no weight. Only this floating place, wrapped in moonlight, held by stars, and whispered to by dreamy night tales. And as it slows, you sink deeper. You feel the weight of dreaming settle over you, light, but whole, soft, but deep. Nothing matters here. Not the day, not the thoughts, not even the story. Only the feeling, only the breath, only the hush, and that gentle voice in the back of your mind, whispering still. Dreamy night tales. Dreamy night tales. Like a lullaby that never ends. You are still here, soft and quiet, floating in the space where everything has slowed, and nothing needs to be named. There is no story now, just feeling, just breath, just the gentle hum of dreaming as it continues to hold you, like a blanket of starlight drawn over the world. The sky above remains calm, a deep, endless blue, folded around you like velvet. And still, the stars blink slowly, not as a signal, but as a rhythm, a sleepy rhythm, a quiet silver pulse, You feel more than see. The garden has stopped drifting. Now. But not as an end, only as a pause. A resting place within rest. The stone beneath you cradles you fully. It knows the weight of your body. It supports every part. Not too firm, not too soft, just enough. You feel the moss beneath your fingertips. Still cool, still soft. A texture so gentle, you wonder if you're imagining it. And maybe you are. But it doesn't matter. Because everything imagined in this place feels just as real as everything known. You take another breath. Long, slow. Without effort, the air moves into you, as if it belongs there. As if it has been waiting to return. There are no edges to you now. Only space. Only warmth. Only peace. The lanterns are still there. Floating. Spinning slowly like thoughts, long forgotten. They are gentle companions. Never asking. Never speaking. Never leaving. One drifts closer. Slowly. Softly. And casts a pale golden light across your face. It doesn't ask you to open your eyes. It doesn't require your attention. It only shines, and inside its glow, something stirs. Not awake, but deeper asleep. A sense of falling gently inward, into a place within a place. A quieter part of the dream. And now, the garden begins to dissolve. Not vanish. Not disappear. Just soften. Like mist. Like fog. Like sleep itself. The stones under your body grow lighter. Less solid. They hold you still. But like memory, holds a moment, softly, without grip. And then, they're gone. And you are still floating. But now through space, made only of air. Warm, still air. Like the inside of a lullaby. You feel it wrap around you. Not heavy. Just present. Like a hug with no arms. And now, below you, new shapes begin to form. Slow, rounded, glowing with color. They aren't buildings, or trees, or anything from waking life. They are dream places. Floating domes of color and light. Rising from the quiet like islands of calm. Each one gives off a different kind of glow. One is soft green, the color of deep rest. Another is silver blue, the color of drifting thought. Another is gold, the color of warm stillness. You float among them. You pass over slow rivers of stars, their waters glowing with soft sparks. They ripple gently beneath you, but make no sound. Only the feeling of flow, of movement without effort. You drift lower now, as if drawn by gravity made of comfort. There is no pull, only invitation, and you accept. Without trying. The air here smells of peace. A scent without name, but one that reminds you of sleep, of soft beds, of evenings long ago when nothing was needed but the sound of your breath in the dark. You land softly on something new, a cloud, maybe, but more solid than mist, and still softer than moss. It sighs slightly as you settle into it, welcoming your body like a second skin of rest. You do not open your eyes. You do not need to. Everything you feel is enough. The warmth, the stillness, the way your limbs are so light you almost forget they're there. Time stretches out again, wide, endless, comforting. You begin to forget how long you've been here, or whether there was a beginning at all. The dream has folded around you completely now, and the voice, soft and distant, still whispers. Dreamy night tales, like a lullaby that goes on forever. Never louder, never sharper, just always. Always there. It does not guide. It does not lead. It simply stays. You may feel your body sinking deeper now. You may not feel your body at all. That's okay. Here, the rules of waking do not apply. Here, all you must do is nothing, and even that happens by itself. Above you, a soft curtain of stars begins to fall. Not quickly, like snowflakes made of light, slowly settling over the sky, one by one. They land without a sound. They touch your skin like tiny dreams. You do not catch them. You do not move. They find you. They rest on you. And then, they become part of you. A slow warmth spreads across your chest. From the inside, like a soft lantern, has been lit within your heart. Not to shine. Not to glow outward. But just to warm you. To remind you, you are safe. You are resting. You are held. The air becomes softer still. It wraps around your breath, slowing it further in, out, like a tide that forgot how to rush. Your thoughts are gone now, not buried, just faded, like starlight at dawn. And you are left with only one thing: peace. Peace in the breath. Peace in the body. Peace in the space where thought used to be. You may still hear the voice, just barely, whispering at the edge of your awareness. Dreamy night tales. A name that is not a name, but a feeling. A slow, drifting feeling. Like lying in a warm field under an endless sky where time never moves. Here there is no beginning, no middle, no end, just this breath, this softness, this sleep. You are still, you are drifting, you are part of everything. And everything is quiet, and everything is slow, and everything is soft. And you are home, and as it slows, you sink deeper. You feel the weight of dreaming settle over you. Light, but whole. Soft, but deep. Nothing matters here. Not the day. Not the thoughts. Not even the story. Only the feeling. Only the breath. Only the hush. And that gentle voice. In the back of your mind. Whispering still. Dreamy night tales. Dreamy night tales. Like a lullaby that never ends. You remain here. Not waiting. Not needing. Just being. The warmth in your chest continues to glow. Soft as candlelight. Calm as breath. Deep as sleep. No thoughts come. Only stillness. Only the slow rhythm of everything that is quiet. The cloud beneath you doesn't move. And yet, you feel as if you are drifting. Not through space. Not through time. But through stillness itself. You are gliding gently across a sea of silence. The kind of silence that holds you like hands too soft to feel. Your fingers, loose and quiet. Your legs, weightless and warm. Your head, floating gently, as if held by the softest pillow ever dreamed. The stars above have grown closer, not brighter, just near. Their presence is quiet, like sleeping animals curled beside you. They do not shine to be seen. They shine to comfort, to soothe, to rest. Somewhere in the dream a breeze begins, so slow, you don't feel it move. You only feel what it leaves behind. Calm, it brushes across your cheek, like a sigh from the moon. Like something very old and very kind has noticed you, and is glad you are here. Your breath continues, effortless, like air moving through water. Each inhale, soft. Each exhale, softer. You are not trying. There is nothing to try for, only to rest. And keep resting. The cloud beneath you begins to glide again. It moves without moving. No sound, no shake, only a sense of shift. A dream. Within a dream, you pass over glowing shapes below. Soft hills of color, pale lavender, deep rose, dusk-blue. They seem to hum with sleep, as if they too are dreaming, and you are part of their dream. And so it continues. The cloud drifts. The stars breathe. The air hushes, and you float above you now. Something opens, not a door, not a window, just space. New space, gentle and wide and waiting. You rise into it without effort, not quickly, not high, just enough. The stars come with you, they follow like petals in the wind. Not watching, not guiding, just being near. You pass through a layer of air that feels like light itself, not bright, just present. You breathe it in, and your whole body feels softer. Even your bones begin to forget their shape. There is no need to hold anything here. Not form, not thought, not memory, only softness remains. Only sleep. A new scent arrives. You do not know its name, but it makes your chest open wider, as if to say, yes, I am ready to let go now. And you are ready. Letting go, drifting further into the gentle endlessness of rest. There is no dream to chase, no image to follow, only presence, only air, only the warmth around you, and the warmth inside you. The stars have grown quiet. You didn't know they had sound until now. But you notice the hush and you feel more still. Your body is almost gone now. Not lost, just dissolved into everything, and that feels good. It feels like peace. And still, the voice is with you, far away, but always close, whispering softly, dreamy night tales, like a breeze in your ear, like a thought made of light. It does not speak, it simply is. A feeling, a hush, a name that feels like sleep. The cloud settles again. You didn't know it was landing until you noticed you weren't moving anymore. Now, you are inside a dream. Garden, not like the one before. This one floats in golden mist. Its shapes are round, gentle, half-formed. Flowers open and close without blooming. Trees do not grow, they hover. Their leaves shimmer with colors that do not have names. Everything here feels like remembering a dream you never had but always knew. You walk without walking. You breathe without trying. The sky above glows with silver softness, like moonlight spilled across satin. You pass under a tree that hums gently, not a song, just a vibration that matches the rhythm of your breath. And beneath that tree, the ground is warm. A cushion of quiet earth that asks nothing but to be rested on. So you rest, not from effort, not from strain, only because it is what comes next. The natural movement of breath into breath, moment into moment. You settle again. The tree leans just slightly to shade you. Its leaves whisper something you cannot understand, and do not need to. You are not here to listen. You are here to sleep. And you are. Even now, you are sinking deeper, not down, but inward, into layers of calm you didn't know you had. Each one softer than the last. Your breath, now barely there. Your thoughts, gone completely. Your body, only a memory of warmth. And still, the story continues. Though you may no longer hear it. That is okay. It is still here, soft as ever, wrapped around you like the final sigh of a dream too gentle to hold. You are not alone. But you are quiet. And everything is quiet with you. And the voice returns. Not loud, not clear, only near, only soft. Like a feather floating through your thoughts, whispering once more. Dreamy night tales, a lullaby with no beginning, no end, only drift, only sleep. You are still resting, deep in the quiet place where dreams unfold like soft petals in the dark. There is no movement now, not in the air, not in your limbs, not even in your thoughts, only stillness, a gentle, glowing stillness that feels like floating inside a warm sigh. The tree above you remains still too, its branches curved just so, as if designed to hold your sleep. Its leaves shimmer with the same soft silver that dusts the sky above. Nothing here needs to happen. Everything simply is, and that is enough. A slow wave of warmth moves through your body again, starting from somewhere behind your chest, spreading outward like sunlight melted into silence. It flows through your arms, down to your fingers, and your hands soften more. The last bit of tension gives way to weightlessness. It glides down your back, melting every part it touches, softening your spine, your shoulders, your neck. The warmth continues to your legs, loosening each muscle, like threads unraveling in the best, gentlest way. Your feet feel far away now, as if they belong to someone else's dream. And maybe they do. Because here, everything overlaps. Your dreams, the stars, the trees, the hushed, all one feeling, all one sleep. Around you, the golden mist of the dream garden begins to lift. Not vanish. Just drift upward like soft smoke. And you feel lighter. Lighter than ever. The ground below becomes less solid. And your body, so quiet now, rises once more, upward. Without movement, without trying. The tree fades away behind you. Its hum remains, for a while. Then that, too, grows quieter, until it's just a memory your body keeps as warmth. You're drifting now through a space, made of sleep, not empty. Just open, vast and full of rest. The stars return again, their soft shapes gliding nearby, never touching, never leaving. You move past gentle curves of color, like waves frozen in time. They glow pale lavender, rose gold, snow blue, each one hums a little. Each one pulses slowly, like the beat of something ancient and deeply calm. You breathe again, not deeply, not with thought. Just the way a breeze moves through curtains. And again, the voice is there. Still soft, still distant, still near. Dreamy night tales. Spoken not with sound, but with feeling. Like the echo of something that never ends. The stars begin to change. They stretch, gently, becoming long threads of light that weave across the sky. They do not tangle. They do not rush. They drift across one another like ribbons in water. And they begin to form shapes. Not clear, not sharp, just suggestions. You see the outline of a soft path, glowing gently across the sky. And you follow it. Not walking, just moving, drawn by peace. The path leads you through a floating corridor of soft, glowing mist. It wraps around you like silk, not cold, not warm, just quiet. The farther you go, the deeper you fall into comfort. There is nothing ahead to find, nothing behind to miss. Only now, only this. The path opens slowly into a quiet clearing. A space in the dream where everything expands. Here, the sky is wide, the ground is soft, and the air is filled with tiny floating lights. Like stars made for sleep, they drift gently around you, and you feel no need to name them. They are not fireflies. They are not lanterns. They are simply dreamlight. They do not ask. They do not lead. They float beside you, like soft companions, made from calm. And here, you pause again. You lie back. Or maybe you are already lying. It's hard to know anymore. Everything is soft. Everything is still. And you feel the shape of your breath. Invisible. Gentle. Slow. You are resting inside something timeless. And you are part of it. Not a visitor. Not a watcher. You belong here. This piece was always meant for you. Another breath. Another pause. Another hush. The floating lights begin to drift closer, one by one, touching you with warmth so light you wonder if it's real. But then, you feel it in your chest, in your belly, in your legs. Everywhere a quiet light begins to glow inside you. It does not shine outward, it stays close. A hidden light. A personal glow, like the last warm memory before sleep takes over. And maybe it has. Maybe it already has. Because now, your body is almost gone. Not in fear, but in comfort. You are only breath now, only drift, only sleep. The clearing begins to dim, not with darkness, but with hush. Even the stars grow still, even the dreamlight grows faint. And in that fading, you feel even more safe. You feel wrapped. You feel covered. You feel whole. And then, once more, the voice returns. Not to wake you, never to wake you, only to stay beside you. Only to remind you that even here, even now, you are held. Dreamy night tales, it whispers. Soft as a kiss you don't quite remember but still carry in your chest. The dream never ends. The sleep never breaks. Only this moment. Long and slow. Stretching forever. Like a single breath drawn out into peace. You remain here. Not fully still, but so gently drifting that stillness and movement feel the same. The dreamlight around you grows quieter still, as if each glowing speck has decided to sleep too. Somewhere far behind your thoughts, you feel the memory of warmth, a soft impression left behind by the stars. You do not chase it. It stays with you, without needing to. The breath you take now is lighter than air, almost like floating in, almost like drifting out. Your chest rises so slowly, so softly, that the moment feels paused. The ground beneath you, if it is still ground, has become softer than anything. It doesn't press. It doesn't hold. It simply allows. And you let go. A little more. Again. Even your name, if it was ever needed, has faded into the silence. You are not someone now. You are simply here. A shape of rest. A breath. A presence. And everything around you seems to know this. The dream holds you not because it must, but because you belong. Somewhere ahead, a light begins to shift. Not brighter, not clearer, just different. It ripples like sunlight on calm water. That same soft shimmer that never calls attention, but always soothes. You drift toward it, not by choice, not by thought, but because the dream moves you, like a slow tide you cannot see. The light opens into something wide. Not a room, not a field, just space. Endless, but never empty. And in that space, hang strands of color, long, slow lines, stretching from nowhere to nowhere. They do not move, yet you can feel their rhythm inside you, as if your heartbeat has become part of their quiet song. The colors are soft, amber, dusk, violet, mist white, moon blue. They pulse slowly, not with light, but with feeling, a peaceful presence that brushes your skin without touching it. And again, your breath becomes softer, not deeper, not slower, just more distant, as if it no longer belongs to the world, but only to the dream. Your limbs are weightless now. They do not float, they do not fall. They simply are held in the hush of everything calm. The strands of light form soft arches above you, like bridges that don't go anywhere. They do not ask you to cross. They only glow. They only rest. And in this resting, you feel yourself settle deeper. A slow sinking without movement. A deepening without depth. It feels like sleep being gently poured into you. Not from above, not from around, but from within. Like something quiet inside your chest has opened its arms and wrapped you in stillness. The dream no longer surrounds you. You are inside it, and it is inside you. There is no beginning here, no middle, no end, only the soft continuation of peace becoming more peace. You pass under another soft arch, made not of matter, but of quiet. And beyond it, you see shapes floating in slow circles, not objects, not stars, just drifting thoughts that never became thoughts. They hum gently, not music, not sound, just the memory of what calm feels like when it has no name. One of them drifts close to you, not touching, just near, and when it does, you feel even more relaxed, even more dissolved, even more yourself, without being anything at all. You breathe again, or perhaps the dream breathes for you now, and the quiet stretches wider. You are not floating, you are not lying down, you are not even dreaming, you are sleep itself. The strands of light begin to shimmer less, they dim into gentler tones, and the space around you becomes velvet dark. But it's not a darkness to be feared. It's the kind you wrap yourself in. The kind that silences every noise except the breath you barely know you're taking. Here, even your heartbeat is a whisper. Even your thoughts are shadows. Soft, sweet, and slow. You do not ask where you are. You do not ask why. You only feel that this is where your quiet belongs. A space so peaceful it forgets sound. A moment so still it forgets time. And into that stillness, again, the voice returns. Not outside you, not around you, but inside the hush that you have become. It says nothing clearly, but you feel it. A whisper made of light, drifting through your chest, saying only dreamy night tales. A name, a sigh, a presence that promises you will not need to wake, and still, you do not move. Even as the dream shifts again, even as the velvet dark becomes a soft sky, even as that sky begins to glow with the color of sleep, even then, you remain soft, still safe. No direction, no thought, no edge, just the ongoing hush of breath becoming stillness, of stillness becoming light. You feel warmth again, not in one place, everywhere. A warmth like being remembered by something ancient and kind. A warmth like someone who has always known you, smiling softly without a word. And this time, there is no need to drift. No need to follow. You have arrived in the center of the sleep, the very heart of the hush, and it holds you without holding. It keeps you without keeping. It lulls you without saying a thing, so you rest. You let the warmth have you completely, and if there were thoughts, they would be slower now, fainter, quieter, gone, and if there were time, it would stop here. Not with a sound, but with a breath so long and light that it becomes forever. Still, somewhere inside you, a whisper hums, a gentle breeze made of meaning, a name without sound. It is there even when you forget it, even when you sleep through. It says, dreamy night tales, a lullaby that never stops, a hush that has no end, and you, still held in the slowest drift of the quietest sleep, forever resting, forever floating, forever part of the dream. You are still drifting, but now, there is no sense of moving forward or back, only presence, only the still, deep feeling of being completely inside, a dream that has no edge. The hush wraps around you like mist, warmed by moonlight, soft, gentle, barely there, yet always with you. There is no need to think, no need to know. You are simply held by this quiet moment, a moment that does not pass, it stretches, like a slow breath drawn out into forever. The warmth inside your body lingers quietly, spreading in slow circles. Your arms are light, your legs barely remembered. Your chest rises and falls with the rhythm of the dream. It is not sleep that carries you. You are sleep, a gentle shape made from stillness and air, and everything around you responds in kind. The sky above you has changed again. It is soft and glowing, like the surface of a lake just before dawn. Pale silver, dusted with the quiet light of distant stars who do not need to shine, only to be. They blink very slowly, one, then another, and another, like calm reminders that everything is still here. Everything is still safe. Everything is still. Resting below you, the ground has become soft cloud. It doesn't shift. It doesn't move. It holds your shape without pressure. A cushion of sleep designed only for you. Somewhere in the distance, a gentle breeze moves. You can't hear it, but you feel its path, as though the air has remembered how to sigh. It passes by you, carrying nothing but calm. It leaves behind a new softness, like your body has become a part of the breeze itself. Everything is lighter now, even the space inside your thoughts. There are no images, no words, just slow, dreamy sensation. And still, you drift. The clouds beneath. You begin to change. Not vanish, not move, just slowly shift shape. They take on soft curves, like dunes made of quiet, a dreamscape drawn in mist, and you move over them without sound, without effort. A warm glow appears ahead, not bright, not sharp, just a soft golden tone that waits with patience. As you draw nearer, the air thickens, slightly with something gentle, a scent, perhaps, but not of anything known. More like a memory you've never had, the smell of stillness, the scent of ease, and it surrounds you with no beginning and no end. The light ahead grows fuller, but never faster. It opens into a new space, another dream folded gently within. The last. This one is round and wide. A great, open garden in the sky. Not filled with flowers, but with soft hills and glowing grasses that move only slightly, as if they too are sleeping. You come to rest in the middle of it all. Not because you must, but because your body knows this is the center of everything calm. You sink just a little into the softest part of this dream, a place made entirely from quiet. You can feel the way it cradles your breath, every inhale, like a ripple in silk, every exhale a cloud dissolving into moonlight. And the voice returns. The whisper, the name, soft as ever, gentle as breath, dreamy night tales. It says it not to call you, not to wake you, but to stay with you, to remind you that this peace belongs to you. The grasses hum, not with music, not with sound, but with a feeling you can't quite name. Something between stillness and warmth. You are surrounded by it, within it, of it, and as you lie there, the garden sky begins to change again. It dims, just a little, into a soft, dusky hue, like twilight painted with sleep, and across it, slow glowing lines begin to drift. Comets without fire, moving so gently you can barely see them go. They leave no trail, they make no sound, but you feel them in your chest. A rhythm of rest, spreading outward in ever-widening circles. You are not separate from this rhythm. You are a part of it. A slow breath woven into the garden sky. The ground beneath you settles deeper. Your body feels even more at ease, even more at home. And for a long time there is nothing, no change, no thought, no sound, only breath, only softness, only the dream. Time does not pass here. Or if it does, you are unaware. And that feels just right. You remain in the center of calm. The grasses sway, the sky darkens, and somewhere beyond it, stars begin to sing in a voice so soft you feel it only as warmth behind your ribs. And again, a whisper, not to speak, not to call, only to stay. Dreamy night tales. The name feels like velvet, like the part of a lullaby that never ends. And you are still here, drifting, resting, disappearing into peace. Your breath is almost still. Your limbs are only memory. Your mind is a soft room without doors or walls, and within it, the dream continues. The dream always continues. You will not wake here. Not yet. Not soon. Perhaps not at all. Because here, there is nothing to wake from. Only sleep, and more sleep. Dream, and more dream. Softness, and more softness. And all of it held quietly in the hush that speaks without speaking, saying, only again and again you are safe. You are still. You are home. You stay right here. Not because you must, but because there is nothing else to do. Nowhere else to be. No place softer than this hush you're held within. It is no longer clear where your body begins or where it ends. You are simply part of the quiet. A ripple in the stillness. A shape made from breath, and the air around you, if it can be called air, feels soft and cool, like a silk veil drifting slowly through a warm dream. There is no sound, not even a breeze. But the silence itself feels full, like something is singing very far away in a voice made of stars, too gentle to hear, too kind to disturb. You feel it more than hear it. A soft echo humming along your skin, and your breath follows, long, unhurried, so slow, you wonder if you are still breathing at all, but you are. Softly, easily, naturally. Each breath now is a drifting cloud across a quiet sky. And that sky, you notice, has changed again. It stretches above you like the inside of a pearl. Soft shades of lavender, silvery blush, cool gold. There are no stars now, but the light is gentle. It wraps around you, without casting shadows. Just warmth. Just glow. Just peace. You lie there, weightless and warm, while something begins to gather in the sky. Not clouds, not light. Something slower, softer, shapes without edges, colors without names. They swirl slowly, never rushing, never asking, and you feel them settling into the space around you, drifting downward like feathers that forgot they were falling. They don't touch you. They hover close, a soft presence. Like the memory of a dream you never had but always needed. You breathe again. Or the dream breathes for you. It is hard to say now. There is no difference. Everything is blending. Your thoughts, the sky, the quiet shapes, your body, the light. All of it becoming one long, gentle exhale. And in that exhale, the garden beneath you shifts again. It is not sudden. It is not clear. But now you are somewhere else. You don't remember moving. You don't remember rising. But now, you float among stars. Not the kind that shine. Not the kind that burn. These are stars that sleep, stars made for dreaming. Each one glows faintly. Just enough to be known. Not enough to wake anything. You move through them like a slow current. Not flying. Not falling. Just floating forward on nothing but rest. And ahead, a soft path appears. Formed not from stone or light, but from the shape of silence. It winds slowly through the starlit air, and though it doesn't call you, you feel drawn forward, step by step, without stepping, breath by breath, without thinking. Each moment becomes quieter, each second softer than the last, and in the stillness, you hear it again. The voice, the name, the whisper, floating from somewhere you cannot see, and yet somehow from deep inside you. Dreamy night tales. It is not a sound. It is not a word. It is a feeling you've known all your life, but never had a name for. Comfort, drift, safe. And it stays with you, even as the stars around you fade into soft mist, even as the path beneath you grows wider, then disappears altogether, even as the dream continues into something new. There is no direction now, no place to reach. Only the gentle unfolding of more calm, more light, more sleep, and still, you float. The mist wraps around you like the hush of night, like the softest part of rest. You feel nothing beneath you, nothing beside you, only warmth, only air, only quiet, and that is all you need. If you try to think, the thoughts do not stay. They fall apart like soft snow melting before they land. And that is just right. There is no need for thoughts here. No need for words, only feeling, only stillness. Only the comfort of being exactly where you are. You are surrounded now by the kind of silence that heals, not because it tries to, but because it simply is. It holds everything gently. Even you. Especially you. You drift deeper. Not down, not up, but inward, into the very center of rest. A quiet so pure, it feels like time has forgotten how to move. And in that pause, you breathe, a slow inhale, a slower exhale. You do not try. It just happens. And the dream continues. It always continues. The mist begins to thin. Not to vanish, only to soften. And through it, you begin to see a shape forming. Not a place, not a thing. More like a memory of something that never was, but should have been. It glows faintly. It doesn't call to you. It only waits, and you move toward it in the slowest way possible. Not walking, not flying, just drifting closer by the will of the dream. The shape becomes clearer. It is a great open space, a sanctuary of clouds and glowing vines that curl around soft pillars of light. No walls, no roof, just openness, just calm. It is a place where everything slows, even thought, even breath. You enter it without sound, without weight, and you lie down. Or perhaps you were always lying down. It's hard to know now. The dream holds you again. And again, you feel it, that gentle name, that tender whisper, brushing against your heart. Dreamy night tales. You smile without moving. You sleep without closing your eyes. You rest in the deepest part of all things calm, and the hush grows deeper still. You are still here, still resting in the soft center of the dream. There is no change to fear, no moment to chase, only the warm quiet that continues without asking. You feel your body, but only a little, a soft shape, a breath, a gentle warmth that hums low and calm, like the last flicker of candlelight before sleep fully takes you. The sanctuary around you is silent, not empty, just full of softness. The vines shimmer faintly, as if sighing in sleep. The light that glows from them is steady, but never bright. It breathes with you, and you feel so deeply at peace. No questions drift through you, no names, no memories, no shapes to hold. Only this feeling, this soft, endless ease. The dream has deepened so much that now, even it feels like a whisper. You float somewhere beneath thought, beneath sound, beneath the idea of being awake. There is no need to return. Not yet, not now. Here you are, complete, whole, still, and the sanctuary responds to your stillness. It settles with you, the vines curling in, the light dimming just slightly, like the world itself preparing to rest. You sink even deeper into the quiet, your breath slower now, like mist rising only once every while. The soft sky overhead has grown darker, but it is not night. Not exactly. It is a kind of peace that has nothing to do with time. And in this deep stillness, you feel a warmth. Not from around you, but from within. The center of your chest, calm and glowing, steady. As a sleeping flame, it pulses gently. And each pulse echoes outward, through your arms, through your fingers, down through your legs, all the way to your toes, and then outward into the sanctuary itself. A rhythm of peace, slow and quiet, like the whole dream is breathing with you. You do not guide it. You do not control it. It simply moves, like waves that forgot how to rise. And once more, the name drifts through, soft as ever, barely more than a feeling. Dreamy night tales, it lingers, like a hush wrapped in velvet, not to stir you, not to speak, just to stay, to be with you, as this part of the dream draws to a gentle close. And though the dream never truly ends, some part of it begins to curl inward, like a sleeping pet settling deeper into its nest. You are held, still, safe, loved by the quiet itself, and around you. The sanctuary slowly fades, not vanishing, not leaving, just softening until everything becomes one smooth blanket of calm. No shapes now, no sounds, no words, only warmth, only breath, only sleep. You drift further into the deepest part of the night. And the dream, faithful and kind, drifts with you. So gentle, so slow, so soft. Here, you can stay as long as you wish, as long as you need. And when you return, whenever that may be, the dream will still be here, waiting, hushed, glowing softly at the edge of your next sleep. So, as your breath becomes quiet and full, and your thoughts float away like clouds, let yourself go completely into the hush, into the stillness, into the endless comfort of dreaming. And if you found peace here, if this gentle dream helped you drift away, please share your rest by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and joining us again. For more sleep stories on dreamy night tales, we'll be here, always, at the edge of sleep, softly waiting to dream with you again. Good night, sweet dreamer.